I'm kind of stumped in the middle about this one because I don't know what am I expecting from this, and especially from Keke Palmer to play Rogue. You know, it's kind of like it has me there, kind of like wondering a what if scenario now. Like it's just technically taking me to that extent. Willie, being that you're a little more familiar with the X-Men and stuff like that, how will this type of news like will make you feel? Not even a reaction, but what would it make you feel to know that, you know, Keke Palmer, we know that she's not white, she's black, African American, to play this Southern Belle, white girl that they never really, I've never seen a comic or anything that they really changed her around, except in the cartoons they made her kind of like emo-ish and whatnot, but they always kept her white. There was never a change. Like, how would you feel about that? Like, let's say for a comic book reader in your eyes. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by digitalcracknetwork.com. I'm your host, Punch305. With me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie.
We have a lot of shit to discuss, but again, this is Friday. You know the routine. Play it.
It's 8 o'clock and we're ready to rock.
It just makes Friday so much better. And it doesn't matter what, like how, it just does. And especially that today is just like a fucking rainy ass, horrible day. So this makes it so much better for me.
I'm still going to go drink.
Oh, well, yeah, we need to get that too. But still, Willie, we have a lot to talk about, dude. And let's start it off already, dude. I mean, excuse me. Let's start it off already, which is Xbox boss responds to Microsoft and Sony row over Activision Blizzard deal and so on.
Tell the crew to push the Whopper button.
So there's a lot going on so far with Activision and Sony and the whole thing with Activision Blizzard, Willie. And what's going on? I mean, I thought this was already done. Like it should have been done already. Like what's going on now?
No, it's just going to take time because you remember the U.S. isn't the only one that has to weigh in on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have to weigh in order for the merger to happen. But, well, it's not a merger, it's an acquisition. But other countries might want to just jump in and say it violates their antitrust and start, pitching fits.
Got it.
For those who have missed it, Xbox is in negotiations right now to buy Activision Blizzard for more money than you and I will ever see. $75 billion to be exact.
One day.
And Sony's not happy about it. Sony had Jim Ryan is complaining that it's a stifling competition and they're going to go and hoard Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is, let's face it, Call of Duty is Sony's biggest cash cow from third parties, and that taking that away will be unfair and stuff like that. All right. Okay. Before I get to Phil Spencer's quote, because he was interviewed about this, he was talking to CNBC. Just want to say this: where was your belief in fair competition when you cordoned off Spider-Man from games that were on Xbox? Where was your sense of competition where you negotiated benefits for Call of Duty players that were on Sony platforms? Where was your sense of competition when you made Deathloop a PlayStation exclusive, which, by the way, I have something to say about that too later.
Okay.
Where was all that? Here's the quote from Phil Spencer.
Sounds like heavy hitters. Shit.
Here's a quote from Phil Spencer when he was talking to CNBC.
All right.
I can't talk a ton about where we are in regulatory processes just because of the mechanism that is. I've set out there publicly to our fans and our customers, which is where our strongest commitment is, that our expectation is we'll continue to ship Call of Duty on PlayStation and other places where people see it, and hopefully expand the places people are playing all of our games. That's been our goal. We put the player at the center, and through technologies like cloud, shipping day and date on PC, our expectation is that games we're building will be played by more players going forward. That's our goal, all the games we're playing today. Oh. Then they asked him about the whole concept that Jim Ryan's talking about, that the merger will stifle competition. Here's what Phil Spencer said about that. When I look at something like Game Pass specifically, I think it's the output of competition in our market. We sat back as Microsoft and Xbox, and we thought, how can we be innovative and create value to players? We came up with a new model for customers, building out their library of games, and gamers love it. I think that's what competition is about. Competition is about driving competitors to innovate, driving competitors to do new things like cloud, like subscriptions, like building new intellectual property. And everything we've been focused on is how do we compete effectively? How do we deliver more value to our customers? That's all market speak, truthfully.
Yeah, technically.
That's just him trying to put what Microsoft's doing is in a positive spin. At the end of the day, I do not like the whole thing of hoarding IPs for yourself.
Yeah.
Because I think we should have
absolutely.
a choice. So
I
if
agree.
Microsoft were to do something like all of a sudden say, you know what, Call of Duty on Xbox only, that would be absolute shit.
Oh, yeah. That
But
would be fucking
for
horrible,
Microsoft,
dude.
for Microsoft to do that, they would be shooting themselves in the fucking foot. I can't find this the study now, but they went and saw how many people play Call of Duty and what platform they play it on.
Mhm.
People play on PlayStation more than they do on Xbox and PC combined.
Holy shit. That's a lot.
Overwhelmingly more on PlayStation. It could be because of the bennies that PlayStation has right now, and that could change if all of a sudden people get the bennies on Xbox, but PlayStation is the dominant platform for Call of Duty right now. Why? I mean, it could happen, but if they did, why would Microsoft do that? That would be boneheaded. If they really want as many people to play these games as possible, why would they automatically cut out one platform? And again, it was cool when you were getting shit a week or two early, right, Sony?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was. I get it. No, but it's fine. I mean, I'm just gonna see what happens from here on. I just kind of pray and hope, which I doubt that Microsoft's gonna do anything that stupid, but you never know. So let's just wait and see what happens, ladies and gentlemen, from here on out, and we'll keep an eye on that. But we do have some more stuff we have to talk about, ladies and gentlemen, and it's up at the Tokyo Game Show. I had no idea that this happened. It all happened yesterday, mind you. So yes, the Tokyo Game Show went off live yesterday. So if there's a chance you probably missed it, I'm sorry. But guess what? We're going to be talking about it today. Willie, tell us what happened, dude. What came out of Tokyo Game Show now, being that we're going to see more of it actually during this whole couple days? I'm pretty sure of it. What did we miss last night?
Too goddamn much.
Oh, okay.
But I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna summarize as best I can because literally too much. Okay, let's go. Capcom started off. They showed more stuff about the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Oh, okay.
People had their ears perk up because when they first started talking about Resident Evil 4 remake before, they were saying they were coming to next gen consoles and PC. Now they're saying it's available for PS4 and PS5, but didn't say anything about Xbox.
Ooh, that's not
It could be a thing because this is the Tokyo Game Show, which is in Tokyo, which, by the way, for those who don't know, it's in Japan.
Japan.
And Xbox is not very popular there.
Really?
But Xbox did a presentation too, and we'll get to that in a minute. Xbox is not popular in Japan.
All right. Keep
not
going.
as popular as Sony. But maybe it was calculated on their part to say that. But just the fact that they changed their mind and they're going to bring it on PS4 is big news in and of itself.
Got it.
Now, next up, Overwatch 2. They showed a new hero, Kiriko, which is a support character.
All right.
Okay, sure. And Overwatch 2 is about to come out. This is a big one. Like I said, Xbox made some announcements. The biggest one by far, Game Pass announcements.
Oh, all right.
Starting today, which was actually yesterday, because it was a yesterday's presentation, you can play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch Remastered. I love that game. Danganronpa V3, Killing Harmony. I've never played a Danganronpa game. And Fuga Melodies of Steel. Not familiar with that. But coming to Game Pass soon. Persona 5 on October 21st. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle Special Edition, Spring 2023. Wolong Fallen Dynasty, not familiar with that one, but that's to be determined. Guilty Gear Strive, a freaking evil fighting game, Spring 2023.
All right.
And the biggest one, Deathloop. Deathloop is coming out in 4 days.
Yeah, and
Deathloop,
I'm
if you
so
remember,
happy.
was a Bethesda title that was exclusive to PlayStation and PC.
Yes.
And now it's going to be a Game Pass game.
Yeah, but it's funny about that because it's not only going to be a Game Pass game, it's also going to be a PlayStation Plus game as well.
Yes, you were telling me.
It's a win-win. It's a win-win, Willie. It's fucking
Well,
amazing.
how much you want
I can't
that
wait.
that they went and threw Deathloop in there? Because Microsoft's going to go put it on Game Pass.
I don't know because I've been hearing about Deathloop for a hot
Now,
minute.
actually, the Deathloop being on PS Plus might just be a rumor.
You sure?
But either way, a PlayStation exclusive, a PlayStation console exclusive, is going to be available for Game Pass subscribers. That's me.
Got it.
They announced a One Piece game. This is Bandai Namco now, which is worth discussing only because it's a One Piece game. One Piece game seems to be very popular with all the kiddies.
I'm pretty sure.
But Capcom. All right, we talked about Resident Evil 4 remake. They're doing Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection 1 and 2 are still coming out. Resident Evil Village Gold Edition, which is pretty cool. You get to play as Mommy Milky.
Nice. Sorry.
But the
Go ahead.
only thing that I cared about,
What?
well, other than Resident Evil 4, Street Fighter 6.
Ooh.
Holy Jesus. There is so much information about Street Fighter 6. Are you ready for this?
Do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
First off, we'll talk about the closed beta first because a lot of what I want to talk about is based off that.
Okay.
There's going to be a closed beta test for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Steam. Going to run from October 7th to October 10th. Things that will be available. See if you can see how much of this you understand. Ranked match, casual match, battle hub match, open tournament, extreme battle, game center, and training mode. You understand anything I just said?
Yes.
Okay. What don't you understand?
What I don't understand, I don't know because I don't really play them.
Okay. Let's start with all the things that they announced having to do with the game.
Okay.
We'll start with Battle Hub.
All right.
I know you saw Battle Hub in a couple of videos. It's
Yes, I
basically PlayStation Home.
Yeah.
Remember PlayStation Home?
Yeah, of course, dude. Oh my God.
Okay.
That was on the PlayStation 3.
Yes. PlayStation Home was this open world area where you just interact with other people and do stupid shit. Battle Hub is PlayStation Home. There are arcade machines.
Which I found it awesome.
You can get in front of the arcade machine and play other games. That's called Game Center. They showed Super Street Fighter 2, and they showed Final Fight as games you can actually play. Games within games.
That's dope. That's fucking dope.
And the games will rotate, so there'll be different games from time to time.
Okay, I'm digging it. Keep going.
They also have Battle Hub matches where you get in front of a cabinet and challenge somebody else there to a match right on the spot.
Holy fuck! So you're playing a game within a game,
right?
Technically,
you're basically getting in the game to just sit down in front of a cabinet and challenge somebody. Back to putting quarters on the cabinets.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Keep going.
You can fight with the characters that they have, which they announced all 18 characters that are going to come out with the game.
Yo,
It's that in a second.
All right.
But they also showed off your creative fighter.
Oh, so we get to make our own fighter then.
You get to create your own fighter. They have like ridiculous amount of options for customization.
Dude, that's gonna be so hot.
And you can go out into the world. There's an open world where you can fight other people, meet the main characters, train with them, learn their moves, and you can do their moves, not just to fight other people, but to navigate around the open world.
Is that the one I saw Chun-Li doing her?
Yeah,
and just goes across.
There was a girl. There was a female character who was standing on an awning, and she spinning bird kicked across the alley. And another guy that had that had to get over, like hop over to over water, and he used Dawson's teleport.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this game is gonna be
Funny
wild as fuck.
I should mention Dawson. They showed 4 characters. in the first presentation. They showed Blanca, they showed Dawson, they showed E Honda, and they showed Ken.
All time.
And they look fucking awesome. I am going to be very happy playing as Ken.
I'm gonna tell you something. Dawson looks dope as shit with that beard and everything. He looks fucking dope. But
that's only 4 characters. They announced they actually showed a roster of all 18 characters that are going to be in the game at launch.
Okay.
The returning ones include the original World Warriors. So Blanca, Chun-Li, Dawson, E Honda, Guile, Ken, Ryu, and Zangief.
Okay.
They're going to be joined by Cammy, DJ, Jury, Luke, and Luke. Luke was just announced in Street Fighter V Champion Edition.
Okay.
But those are other returning characters, new characters. We've seen Jamie, the drunken boxer.
Cool.
He looks fucking cool.
Yes.
And Kimberly. There are 4 characters that they haven't officially shown as far as in game, just images. JP, Lily, Manon, and Marissa. And because of some leaked pictures, there's a possibility that there are 4 other characters, including my main boy.
I was gonna say, you think he was gonna be in there? Because
my main boy Goki was on that. That's a cool one, folks. He's on that. He's on those leaked pictures, and they got everybody else. They didn't get those 4. That could be a season pass character. It's a battle pass character. Let's face it. Capcom is gonna do a battle pass.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Now my question will be for you, Willie. Will you purchase that battle pass just to get?
I may actually buy the entire fucking game day one. I may actually do it.
I can't wait. And when you do, dude, I have to see this.
I was very close to buying Street Fighter V until I thought better of it and realized, wait a minute, hold on. They haven't shown me very much. But this one might actually be a day one. This might actually be with all the shit the game has. And I know that they're gonna do something to fuck it up. I know there's gonna be some kind of microtransaction economy. They're gonna have some virtual currency because you have a creative fighter, which means that they're gonna want to sell you gear for that creative fighter.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at it, dude. He's gonna have to have some sort of a killer gi, or he's gonna wear some nice clothing, or he's gonna have to do stuff. It's almost like if you or wait a minute, let me just correct myself. You might be looking at a V for Vendetta type of style either. Also, maybe. You know,
I already imagine
myself.
I already find myself finding, because there's going to be ways to earn credits in game, of course, that whatever virtual currency is going to be slower than buying it. But I'm already planning out my character who's going to be overweight, bald, have a goatee. He's going to be wearing a Mega Man hat and a Resident Evil jacket. I see it happening.
I see that guy's going to be the winner. I see that guy the winner.
I see it happening. But that was Capcom.
Okay.
A lot of other companies have announced stuff, and I wish I could go through all of them, but there's only one that I want to talk about because this came out of left field, and it makes me so happy that I want to squeal. This will be a day one for sure.
What is it, Willie?
Konami, of all fucking companies, came up and said, "Oh, you remember that JRPG y'all used to like, Suikoden something? Yeah, we're gonna remake the first 2 games."
Oh,
Suikoden is getting Suikoden 1 and 2 getting remasters, and I could not be happier.
Damn! So for sure, day one for these two. For these 2, I'm pretty sure they're gonna put it as 1 for these 2.
Suikoden 1 and 2 remasters should be one. There are 2 titles. Fuck, Konami's coming back. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what? They might actually just release it as one release. Still good. I'm good.
Okay.
Suikoden 1 and 2 remastered. I know I bitch about remasters, but this is a fucking PlayStation 1 game.
Yeah.
That hasn't seen the light of day in forever. I checked before the podcast. Suikoden 2, which I do not have. I have the first one. Suikoden 2 complete, $375 is the cheapest I find it. I absolutely love those games. And I cannot wait. Coming out next year. You see,
perfect.
Uncle Willie can like things.
That's good. That's good. Now, I'm kind of curious to know what everybody else thinks about everything we just talked about right now for the gaming section. Please comment down below, let us know your thoughts, and if you feel we missed anything, which Willie pretty much let everybody know that there's a lot more of the games that he missed out on. But if you feel there's something there, like a game or something that you're like, man, I wish you guys would have talked about whatever it is, please comment down below. We would love to have a conversation about that certain game and everything else in between. Please, you know what to do. So now let's get on, Willie. I hear there's more news about freaking movies now, and it's about Andor, which a lot of people are getting early reactions to it, calling it complex, mature, and the best Star Wars spin-off in the series yet. I kind of like the fact that they're going for this whole mature thing, which is fine. Overall, Star Wars has been kind of okay. There's some goofy moments. We've seen them all. But if they're saying already that their early reactions of this, it's a mature, more complex, and calling it the best Star Wars spinoff yet, I want to see. I'd like to judge it for myself. What are your thoughts, Willie, for that type of comment?
Like I said, I've fallen off of Star Wars. I got back into it briefly watching The Mandalorian. I'm gonna give it a try. I am gonna give it a try. I didn't feel most of the other Star Wars stuff that's come out. I didn't care for the Obi-Wan thing. It didn't sing to me. I'm gonna give this one a try. This one's supposed to be a good thing. You know what? Let's see.
All right. Now let's talk about something, Willie, which I'm kind of excited to talk about because I don't know how anybody's gonna feel about this, let alone like what? Okay, so Keke Palmer is ready to play one of the main X-Men characters in a movie for the MCU. And if you guys haven't heard yet, y'all gonna learn today. She wants to play Rogue. And I was just kind of like just sitting there going, okay, first we have Gus wants to be freaking Xavier, which, sorry guys, I know you guys are like, no, it's Giancarlo Esposito. I get it. I just like calling him Gus because he has the Gus face. That's
he's
it.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that's it. He's Gus. But yeah, Giancarlo Esposito wants to be Xavier. Or people are just putting him in there in that freaking realm. But he already talked about it. And he's like, I kind of see myself that or Magneto, whatever the case is. We already talked about that. Now we have other people that are pretty much talking about being in the MCU as well. Man, right now, this is one that just caught my attention. And it's about Keke Palmer wanting to be Rogue. I'm not even sure how I feel about that. I am open for a diversity. I would like to see a different universe of the X-Men, maybe an all black cast. It'll be kind of interesting. I don't mind them. Fuck, I want to see it. But will they want to do that, or they want to keep it canon to the comics, Willie? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of comic book fans out there, they're gonna be like, whoa, what are you guys doing to Rogue? You know, Rogue has been, you know, I would like to say white, but I always feel that she's something else, maybe a mix. I just never really follow up to her.
But listen, I mean, no, finish your thought first.
Okay, yeah, sorry. So she's a Southern belle, technically, dude. So she always has that Southern accent. She's very outgoing, a little robust and stuff like that. And I don't know. I to be honest, right now, ladies and gentlemen, listening to me right now, even Willie knows how I am. That I'm pretty much open to whatever. I'm kind of stumped in the middle about this one because I don't know what am I expecting from this, and especially from Keke Palmer to play Rogue. You know, it's kind of like it has me there, kind of like wondering a what if scenario now. Like it's just technically taking me to that extent. Willie, being that you're a little more familiar with the X-Men and stuff like that, how will this type of news like will make you feel? Not even a reaction, but what would it make you feel to know that, you know, Keke Palmer, we know that she's not white, she's black, African American, to play this Southern belle, white girl that I've never seen a comic or anything that they really changed her around, except in the cartoons they made her kind of like emo-ish and whatnot, but they always kept her white. There was never a change. Like, how would you feel about that? Like, let's say for a comic book reader in your eyes.
I'm gonna say, like I said before, especially when we talked about Giancarlo Esposito, because talking about wanting to be Professor X.
Yes.
I'm not bothered by it.
Okay.
But before I go further into that, I understand why people would be. As you said, Rogue is a Southern Belle type. She's not, it's not because that she has to be white. It's just that when people think of Rogue, they associate her with that personality, with that weight. Indeed. And it does suck when you see characters that you followed in comic books all of a sudden be changed. And the go-to nowadays is because diversity.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes shit changes.
Yeah.
All right. And true. For those of you who say that it shouldn't change and it should never change, where were y'all when Nick Fury was made Nick Fury? I'm sorry, when Samuel Jackson was made Nick Fury.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, yeah, it was the Ultimates universe. That's different. He was made in the Ultimates universe. There was a Nick Fury, and they specifically made him look like Samuel Jackson to the point where he was going to sue them unless they put him in a movie as Nick Fury.
But
I get that.
Yeah.
But sometimes shit changes.
Yeah, and to be honest about this, Willie, like the way you're saying it, I just want to see what it's gonna be like. I don't want to judge a book by its cover yet. I don't want to sit there and be like, so here we go, diversity and all that shit. No, I'm actually pretty down for it. I want to see what's gonna happen. What are they gonna bring to the table for this? You pretty much mentioned it right now with the whole thing with Nick Fury. We know that Nick Fury in the comics, even in the video game, dude, they made him white. So then why they changed it up to Samuel Jackson? And when that happened, I thought it was amazing because Samuel Jackson is Samuel Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm not gonna argue with that because that shit was badass. Even to this day right now, he's still by far the coolest fucking Nick Fury in the fucking series. We had David Hasselhoff do it at one point. We'll just leave it there. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that, but we'll leave it there. But there's always a chance for a different change to see things. Again, if they were going to do this on, let's say, an all-black cast for X-Men, well, more like a diversity. Because if they were, let's say for instance, for Storm, if they were to change Storm to a white woman or Latina or something like that, I would like to see what they're going to bring. I'm curious to know what characters are they going to add there just to see. But again, this is just Keke Palmer pretty much saying that she's ready to do it if presented to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's leave on that one. She didn't say that she's being cast. She's not under consideration by Marvel. This came about because someone did a fan version of Keke Palmer as Rogue. And of course she's in a politic for it. Everybody wants to be in the MCU now.
Oh yeah, I want to be in the MCU. Shit. Why not?
I don't.
Oh, come on, dude. You want to be there. You be super Willy.
I'll end up being the Blob. I know I will.
Please. But
and by the way, there was that one time in the comic books that Rogue was black. Just wanted to throw it out there. She wasn't actually black. She kissed an Aboriginal person and she was black. Because you remember one of her powers is that she absorbs. Yeah, she it happened. It happened. Just want to throw it out there. Dude. At the end of the day, as much as as attached as I am to the X-Men, as much as I would like to see the X-Men that I remember from the comic books being in an MCU movie, don't mind if they go and start changing a couple of things. At the end of the day, these are fictional characters.
Yeah, they're not real.
It's not like they're going and saying, "Oh no, Abraham Lincoln, he was Asian." And yeah, where were all y'all people when Hamilton came out? Alexander Hamilton wasn't Puerto Rican. Just saying.
I've never seen Hamilton yet.
You are doing a disservice to yourself and to your family. So
and I love musicals. That's the sad part. I love musicals, and I did not see that one yet. I'm gonna do my Punisher promise. I am gonna watch it eventually. I just don't know when. I am.
You promised at Resident Evil 7. I'm just saying.
I get it. I know. I told you, it's the Punisher promise. It's not nearly in concrete, but it's not dried up yet either. So it's there.
Punisher promise means you'll see it sometime between now and the time he's dead.
Yes, you see? Then. But you know what, Willie? Talking about fictional characters, we're still going on and on and on about the Little Mermaid still. And Trevor Noah, pretty much from the Comedy Central show, the Comedy Central TV channel, the show, The Daily Show, he had some words to say. And he pretty much went all out because, again, everyone's getting pissed about the fact about the whole Little Mermaid and stuff like that. And yes, there was a time that the Little Mermaid TV show introduced a black Little Mermaid, which I was like, all right, cool. You know, I remember as a kid seeing it. It's fine. Now, again, I shared my opinion on what did I think when I saw it. I was like, you know, forget the fact that, you know, she's African American. Forget the fact of everything in between. Who is she? Because I just don't know her. I just know she has amazing pipes, beautiful voice. But when I saw the character, I was underwhelmed. I was like, oh, okay. Like, all right, whatever. But like Willie said it best too. This is not meant for well, I'm going to say for us, because I didn't really enjoy it. I was like, oh, okay, fine. You know, whatever. It's there. But I'm pretty sure there's other people out there that might enjoy seeing this. The only thing that caught my attention is that her eyes are really separated from her nose. It kind of reminded me of Sid the Sloth a little bit. And that her hair wasn't really
Still going home.
I'm sorry. Okay. But there's that. And the fact that her hair wasn't that fire engine red, like in the cartoons and stuff like that. But there might be an excuse for that. Again, this is just a rough trailer. I'm not going to sit there and be like, yep, that's it, garbage. Because I'm going to watch either way. I have a daughter. She's going to probably want to say, hey, Dad, I want to see this movie. I'm going to be like, guess what? We're going. That's it. I'm not going to say, no, baby, I'm not going to see that because her hair is not as red and her eyes are separated from her freaking nose. No, I'm not going to do that. But that's just, again, that's just an opinion. But Willie, could you give us the lowdown on Trevor Noah? What happened and what did he say?
Okay, let's go with the he was doing his a skit that he does called we don't have any time, where he just blasts through a whole bunch of stories.
Okay.
And one of the stories that he came across was the absolute hatred and, let's face it, bigotry that a lot of people are showing online with the Little Mermaid trailer. I'm not now, just because there's assholes out there that are being racist, it doesn't mean that everyone that dislikes this trailer is racist. I know people who love the Little Mermaid growing up and have a problem with it now. Not because she's black, but because it's not the way they remember Ariel being.
Yeah.
Yes, that goes right back to what I said about before about Rogue. I understand that mentality. But let's go to what Trevor Noah said.
All right, go.
Really, people? We're doing this again, huh? She looks nothing like the original. Nothing like her. I mean, they both have a tail. They both have red hair. She looks nothing like her now. How do I even know that she's a mermaid? And then he touches on the racism. Once again, a bunch of internet racists are upset that a fictional character is being played by a black person. And honestly, I don't know what the big deal is. You guys realize that Nemo was black too, right? Yeah, the whole movie was about a fish who can't find his dad.
Oh, God. Wow.
And then because Trevor knows the way he is, he goes, listen, calm down. I can say that because my dad left and he's white, so who's racist now? He is the child of a biracial family. His mom was South African, his father was Austrian.
Oh.
So yeah, the white guy left the family now. That's the joke. I'm gonna go back and say as they're saying this, okay? It's just a fictional character. It's not just a fictional character, it's a super fictional character.
Yeah,
okay, maybe someone like Rogue can exist. I mean, not kiss you and take all your powers and stuff. But you know, there are Southern Belles.
Yeah.
How many of y'all seen an actual mermaid?
I have.
How many? You have?
Yeah.
A real mermaid. You saw one live?
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Okay. How much did she charge and what corner can I find her?
So we're going to continue on with the hatred on YouTube about this, will you? But look,
I'm just saying. Folks,
you're right though. You're right though. I get it.
There are higher hills to die on. That's what I'm saying.
No, and it's true. One thing that Willie did touched right now that I'm glad that he did. Yes, there's so many dislikes out there, but why is it considered to be racist? Maybe somebody just doesn't like that version of the Little Mermaid. Yes, there are a bunch of racist assholes out there, and God knows it. We seen it, we read it, we even experienced it. I'm telling you right now. But just because they dislike something does not mean that they're racist. You know what I'm saying?
No. I would say
as
that
humans, I say we're entitled as humans, no matter what color or race you are entitled not to like something and just kind of be like, yeah, I don't like this. Fuck it. And just go on.
I would say that there's three camps when it comes to stuff like this.
What?
The first group is the group of people who passionately love something and don't want to see it being changed.
Yes. I
can fall into that group with some things. If they go in and make a Princess Bride and start changing too much shit around, I'm going to have a fit. I will calm down afterwards and I'll realize maybe I should relax because I still have the original.
Yeah.
But at first I'll be like, what? Princess Buttercup is who? Red Pirate Roberts is what?
Yeah, no.
No, Under the Giant. Well, I understand not under the Giant. But
of
you know
course.
what I mean.
No, yeah, I get you, dude. And I get you 110% on that, dude. And that's why I'm like, and that's what I'm telling you. I'm glad for the fact that we have movies and shows and stuff that we could follow back on and be like, look, before you see this, watch this right here and look for your eyes so you can see what we're looking at. Now, when we go see this other movie, you could judge it the same way. Hell, you did this for me with what was that freaking show? The one on Netflix, Willie.
Well, it only narrows it down to half of them.
Yeah, but the one that was the anime, dude, that you told me, Gabs, you got to watch this one.
Oh, Cowboy Bebop.
Yes, Cowboy Bebop. You told me watch the original before you watched the series, and I did it backwards. But even doing it backwards, I got to see the anime, and I have to say it, I actually enjoyed it more. There was so much in there than the one I saw on Netflix. But I'm not gonna bash the one on Netflix either because I kind of enjoyed it as well. But again, it's not meant just for a certain type of group or something like that. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, just fucking keep going. That's it.
Well, I mean,
just watch the old stuff and see if you can like it. I mean, hell, Scarface was in Cuban back in when they first made the first movie that you saw Scarface. He wasn't Cuban.
No,
nothing changed.
Italian.
Yeah. And look at it now. Everybody loves Scarface now. And I'm okay with it. Whatever.
For people who love the original and hate to see it being changed too much, I sympathize with you. And like I said, I know people who feel the same way about The Little Mermaid.
Absolutely.
It's fine to get upset about things. At the end of the day, you have the original to fall back on. If there's not another movie that you can enjoy, that does suck. The second group of people that don't like change whatsoever, whether they like the source material or not. You'd be surprised how many people are chiming in from that camp who maybe didn't give a shit about The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
But white to black, why are we doing this? Are we getting woke? Really? Because they see it as an agenda. They see it as you're changing shit just because you want to seem woke. I hate the word woke, by the way. It is one of the stupidest things that have been co-opted by stupid people. Just because you want to go and tell a story from a different perspective doesn't make you woke. May make you financially irresponsible depending on how much money you spend on the movie. That's a different topic.
Yeah.
And then there's a third group of people who are just out and out racists. And it's like, nah, because that's fucked up. Why? They're replacing us. They're replacing us with black people. They're replacing us with Latinos. No, they're not. No, they're not. You got plenty of white people stories.
Yeah.
And then they come up and say, oh, but if you took a black story and you put white people in it, then they get upset. Well, yeah, because there isn't as many black people stories as there are white people stories.
Yeah. And it's like, for instance, and I'm just bringing it up because it's there. John Leguizamo fought and is still fighting or pissed off or just talking out of his ass about what's his face? This kid that he's gonna play Fidel Castro. And
I don't remember who it was.
I forgot the guy's name right now. I'm just on a blank, ladies and
gentlemen. Look it up because sometimes I want to be thorough. James Franco.
And he's there screaming out of his lungs like, oh, this is not fair. He should be Latin and all this. And then in my head, I'm going, didn't you make a movie called The Pest and you make fun of Chinese people? And didn't you make a movie called Mario Brothers where two Italian plumbers and you're pretty much Colombian, Puerto Rican?
Well, yeah, but okay.
But I'm just saying, but it's cool. Like him saying like that. I'm like, dude, yeah, like the one that's actually producing this movie actually is what is it? Fidel's daughter, if I'm correct. I think so.
No,
And
I
it's
have not
like
followed
she
that one
chose. I kind of remember that. So I was like, you know, whatever the case is, you know, if it turns out to be a shit storm or whatever the fuck it is, we're gonna watch it and judge it either way. But you know, let's see what happens. That's the way I see it. It's like, fuck it, you know. I don't want to play Fidel Castro, but the guy can look like him a little bit and whatever and kind of do the role what he has to do. I want to see. Let's see what happens. Maybe it becomes an Oscar-winning movie or maybe a dumpster fire. Who knows? We're gonna experience it together.
Might be entertaining either way.
Yes.
But like, okay, where were these people hanging out? And when they went and announced a Dragon Ball movie, Dragon Ball Evolution, with a white guy as Goku.
Oh God, yeah, but that movie's utter garbage. I still watched it.
Where were they when? What's her name? I forgot her name now. God damn it! The movie Aloha, where they got white girl Emma. What's her name? Emma Stone. Emma Stone is Emma Stone.
Is Emma Stone?
When they cast Emma Stone as a half Asian person.
Huh. I don't know.
Like a lot of people get put into roles where they don't belong.
Yeah.
You know that Christian Bale is an Egyptian, right?
What?
He's not Egyptian. I don't know if you know this.
Oh, no. You don't understand. For a minute, I thought you told me that Christian Bale is Egyptian. I looked at you like,
not.
what? Oh, okay.
He's not. That Johnny Depp's not Native American.
Shocker.
He was Tonto though.
Yeah, he was. I didn't see that movie either. Sad.
Like this happens a lot, and it's always been they call it whitewashing, and they call it that for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it'd be nice to see people from that nationality play the roles from that nationality. Yes, it'd be nice to see a Cuban play Fidel Castro, although no self-respecting Cuban would fucking do it.
No, at all. I think they'll just look at each other and be like, no, thank you. No, gracias.
So a Cuban will look like, you want me to what? I'm just saying the word comida will be thrown around about 17 times.
Yeah, in Sapingo, because why not?
Yeah, Sapingo too. Why not? That one's like that's like comida level 2.
Yes, correct.
At the end of the day, these are movies. If you don't agree with what they're doing, don't watch it. Yes, everyone's entitled to an opinion. Not everyone wants to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. And
especially if you're being an ass about it.
Yeah. And that's the human part about it, dude. But you know what, Willie? I do want to know what anybody's thinking because I want them to let us know what do they think about everything we just talked about right now. I would love to see them comment down below. Let us know their thoughts so we all can have a conversation about this and talk, dude, and just vent. I don't care, but you know what? I'll invite the racist over so they can fucking talk there too. Who knows? We'll probably sit there and have a conversation to a point that they might even change their mind by the way we were elaborating and the way that we're thinking about certain things. Who knows? Miracles can happen, ladies and gentlemen. Just saying.
Well, yeah, miracles can happen. Meanwhile, my bank account's empty. That's the miracle I want to happen. I want money.
Yeah, so do we. So do I. But ladies and gentlemen, comment down below, let us know your thoughts, and let's have a conversation about that. But like now and all the time, yes, the show is over and we gotta go, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing show. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just so we come up with amazing news, which is 3 times a week: Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. Willie, any last words?
It's Friday, I need to go drink, and I'm gonna say it again. If anything I said comes true, I'm sorry, and you're welcome.
All right, buddy. We'll see you on Monday. Peace.